What's going on, y'all? We up in here, man. First day of pads. First day of pads, man. Oh, I'm excited. I've been waiting on this. Took some notes, man, for my evaluations, man. Now I know it's the first day, but it's a day to build up on, and it's a day to kind of get a feel for how everything is going to look, man. Now, with the pads being put on today, this is the first official day of training camp because I don't be counting all them pads days. Yeah, it's good to see Cowboy football. It's good to see them back. But like I always say, wait till them pads come on because they may be looking good in shorts and a helmet. But when them pads come on, that's when we will know. That's when we will know. So, like I said, I took some notes. I just wanted to stop by for a little bit, man, and talk a little bit real quick. So, today was the day that Mr. Mozzie Smith got baptized. Now, I've seen people, man, they're going to be like, oh, man, he's getting blown out the ball. Hey, it's first day of pads. He a rookie. He's going against one of the better offensive linemen he will go against. Offensive lines, I mean, and especially the offensive linemen. So, hey, let him go ahead and take his licks. He got to go ahead, man, and get them licks in, man. He got to learn because this was one of the things that we talked about, in evaluating him, especially the pad level, especially the hand usage, pad level hand usage, right? And there was a play, man, where Tyron came in there, man, pretty much drove him down the line of scrimmage. Um, but that's just gonna come with him just learning and adjusting to the speed of the game. So can't hold my man regarding that. Can't hold it against him, but it's a lesson well learned, right? And I'm pretty sure, man, as camp continues to go on, probably as the week goes on, I'm pretty sure that man is gonna go ahead, man, and start showing signs of why we drafted him in the first place, right? Because, like I said, man, he's a good player, got pass rush potential, but we drafted that man to go ahead, man, and plug that gap, right? Now, what I've seen in I believe especially in watching training camp live with Isaiah Stanback, was these three wide receiver sets. I like that. And as you should have that, right? I'll be honest with you, y'all. I'll be honest, especially with Schoolmaker being sidelined right now. I think the three wide receiver set should be your bread and butter, to be honest with y'all. To be honest with you, I think three wide receiver sets should be your bread and butter. When you got Gallup, CD, and Cooks, they should be on the field at all times. Running the ball, I don't care what it is. The defense should feel that threat of going against that trio at all times. At all times. I like it, especially with speed being that running back. That's going to open up some lanes. That's going to open up some running lanes, man, for these speedy running backs, man. And you can see, and look, I'm looking at Deuce Vaughn. I'm looking at a few reps of Deuce Vaughn. I'm like, man, the way that he hit them holes, just, now I know that he going to have to, at times learned some patience, right? But the way he hit them holes right now, he looking good, man. He looking good. You can see that burst. That burst is evident, man. That quickness is evident, man. And I would love to see him in them sets. I believe, man, in the screen game, man, I believe they're gonna use him a lot in this screen game, man. Um, the way that they using him, early, like I said, man, I think it's him, Tony Pollard, and everybody else. And speaking of that, so it said that Ronald Jones has got suspended for the first two games. I'll be honest with you, I never seen Ronald Jones being a factor for the second running back spot. I believe everybody was always competing for the third running back spot, right? So really, it's Vaughn and T. It's always been Deuce Vaughn and TP. Yeah, I know Vaughn ain't played it down, but I'm giving him the job already because I don't see none of them backup running backs is as good as him. I don't see none of them running backs as good as him. It should be him and the TP show, right? For your first two running backs. Now you most likely probably gonna need a third, and who's competing for that third is what Dowdle, Malik Davis, and what Lepke, right? Because having missing Ronald Jones, man, for them first two games, man, I believe that leaves a sour taste. Now I'm not gonna place no blame, even though you are responsible for what you put in your body. But I understand that these boys is under a lot of pressure, man, to be on the field, take care of their body, man, be available because they're competing for their jobs, they compete for lives, they're competing to put food on the table. I understand that. But I also understand the element of we are responsible for what we put in our body. That's all I'm saying, man. Uh Now he didn't came out and talked about, about him not cheating the game. Nah, I don't know what's cracking, but what's done is done. Right? What's done is done. It is what it is. I think that probably takes him out the running. Unless he just have a camp so good. Well, I don't know because I don't remember seeing him today, so I don't know if he's out. But if he's still with the camp, if he's still, gonna be up there with camp, unless he have a camp that's so good that he can't be denied, then he's out of the equation, y'all. But I don't remember seeing him. I remember seeing, yeah, I don't remember seeing him. At least from what I've seen. Now, of course, I didn't see the whole thing, and he could have been in there. Of course, I didn't see the whole camp, so I could be, off with that though. But that doesn't go well for him trying to make this team, y'all. Right? Uh, Hearing CD speaking a little interview was talking about the deep ball being brought back. Now we didn't talked about that quite often this offseason, man, about the deep ball, and especially should be evident, especially with Gallup coming back and supposed to be back to full strength, and the addition of Brandon Cooks, and the addition of some of your and pretty much your fourth, fifth wide receivers, man, most likely will have that speed on them as well. So yeah, man, this offense is going to be predicated around speed regardless, right? So just having the deep ball equation of things, man, man, that's going to be crucial. How long we been asking for the deep ball? How long we been asking for deep threats? So it was only right, man, that Mike McCarthy understood that, hey, man, we need to go ahead, man, and loosen this thing up. Yeah, Dak Prescott going to be getting the ball out of his hand quick, though, but we also need to be able to go ahead and take some shots. And today, you seen Cooks out there cooking. You seen some of that beautiful route running that he was displaying out there. Cook's going to be a heck of a addition. I'm looking at Dak scrambling I'm seeing Dak scramble, and I'm seeing him look for Cooks. So that just tells me, him being with Breeze, Brady, man, that's going man for him being comfortable, man. That's Dak already comfortable, and that's a good thing, man. To be comfortable with that man this early, to know that he gonna use his speed to get open, you know, to know that there's some mismatches out there, especially the teams that we're gonna go against in the future that cannot handle his speed, and he's most likely gonna probably see. Look, they're gonna have to have safeties over the top. So we should expect a lot of chunk plays from our receiving threats, y'all. We should be expecting a lot of 20, 15, 20 type of plays. Of course, we should have the deep bombs. Of course, we're going to have grind out games. But I believe with the addition of Cooks and Gallup being healthy, I believe that we're going to be seeing a lot more chunk plays. And that's what's needed. Because not only do you need to be able to grind out the game, but you also need to be able to have the ability to score off of a couple plays. You know? So I love that. And also what I seen was Mr. Jalen Brooks, man, out of South Carolina, showing up in the pads. Now I seen Tolbert make some catches, right? But man, yeah, they in the fight, man, with Simi, Brooks, Tolbert, Turpin. Them is them out of them is going to be one competing for that 4 and 5, probably 6, maybe. They'll probably keep a 6. If for Hoku, uh, well, nah. If it's 6, see right now, man, the way I'm looking at Turpin Bowl right now, him laying out for that catch toward the sideline. The way I see Brooks, see, remember I told y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but you remember I told y'all that Brooks kind of give me some James Jones vibes. He gives me James Jones vibes. And the way that he was making some of them catches up the middle, man, that's going to be crucial. That's going to be crucial. Brooks may not be maybe not one of the burners, but he's giving me James Jones vibes. So, man, you can't hear me? Hold up real quick. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me see. Yo, test it. Let me see. Yo, test it. Okay. Hey, what about now, Hoodlum? Can you hear me? It should be good right now. It should be good. Should be good. But yeah, man. So, but yeah, I was like, man, so them 4 or 5 spots is definitely it's gonna be a competition out of them 4. Okay, cool. It's gonna be a competition out of them 4 for sure. It's definitely gonna be a hey, and then with Johnson, I mean, it's wide receiving core, y'all. Though it's pretty deep, right? It's pretty deep and it's different. It's different. You have different type of wide receivers that can do different things, right? You got route runners, you got speed, you got possession, you got a little small, little fast wide receivers, right? Little leggy wide receiver, little Terrence Williams type of wide receivers, man. We got, hey, this is gonna be interesting, man. Because hey, because I look, man, I want Jalen Brooks to make this team. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, when I went back and watched that film on him when we was talking about him, man, I liked him. Now I know he has some things going on in college which contributed to him, being drafted as low as he was. But Mike McCarthy know what's up. Because you draft somebody like that because you don't want him to be an undrafted free agent because you got some belief in him, man. And look, I like the tape, man. I think the man got some potential. And I think, man, him being developing under with this wide receiving core, I like his chances, man. Um, I look, I see Tober working. I see him working. I do. I do. I see Tober working. He grinding. He trying to go ahead, man, and improve. Trying to prove himself, man, off of that year that he had, and he really trying to make this team, man. Because Jerry and them said they believed in him. They believed that, so he gonna have every opportunity, man, to compete for that 4 or 5 spot. What you think about Jalen Carter talking trash? I with that, I peeped that quote. I want to say I seen that thing yesterday. No, matter of fact, I want to say I seen it this morning. Um, with that being the case, man, Jalen Carter just trying to go ahead, man, and spice things up, man. But I tell you like this though. Jalen Carter need to know his place though, man. He ain't pay no dues, and it ain't even a guarantee that he gonna come out balling in his rookie year, man, because he got to pay his dues. And while he doing all that talking, man, you got to go against Tyler Smith and Zach Martin and Tyler Biotish in the interior, seasoned vets now who is Pro Bowlers. I honestly don't see Jalen Carter doing not a thing with them boys inside. Now, I know Philly fans is going to be mad at me talking about that, but I honestly do not see him doing anything. He's definitely not going to go ahead. See, a rookie ain't going to do nothing with Zach Martin. And you see what Tyler Smith did in his first year. Now everything is going to go ahead and slow down. Man, I just don't see that man doing anything against them boys inside, man. I don't. They stronger. Tyler Biotish and Tyler Smith is stronger, and they're more seasoned vets, man. I don't think, man. Hey, now I know he wanted to be a part of the rivalry so bad though, but he gonna sit over there, man, and write a check then that he can't cash. I'm not saying he not gonna be a good D tackle because I did like him coming out, and he was the best D tackle to me, right? But with that being said, like every one of these D linemen, you got to pay your dues. Just like Mizey Smith out there getting baptized with Tyron Smith right now, who was out there looking excellent, by the way. I don't know what people be saying, talking about he's still not that guy. He's still not him, man, when it comes to him being on that field. Because I don't, I still see a Pro Bowl. I still see an elite left tackle. I don't know what everybody else looking at, but I still see an elite left tackle. You know, so yeah, man. Good luck to Jalen Carter this year, because he gonna need it against us. He better. That's all I'm saying, man. But with him though, he gotta be careful though. He gotta be careful. See, I think he got more things to worry about off the field right now than he. now, now look, he gonna get roasted as the games go, as the years go by, and as the games go by, and as the days go by. I'ma light him up, y'all. Now you the ops. It's the draft. Yeah, we wanted you, but you with the enemy now. You don't get no passes and you don't get no love over here, man. So he gonna get this work. He gonna get this work, man. He definitely gonna get this work, man. I ain't hold my tongue this year, y'all. I ain't about to hold my tongue this year, man. I kind of held my tongue last year just a little bit. I ain't hold my tongue no more, man. Nah, man. Nah, forget that. Forget that. We going ham on them, man. So let these boys get out of line this year. Let these boys get out of line this year. Let them get out of line this year. I want to put them back in line, man. Oh man. But speaking of the offensive line, man, it was good to see Steele out there looking solid. Man, it's just crazy though. Every time I see him, it just amazes me how this man is like ready. Because I honestly didn't really expect him to be like ready right now. But the man he been there since the jump. He out there participating in pass, man. And that's a wonderful sight to see for this man to be ready week one. And that's just a testament, man, to how determined and how hard he has worked to even get past. For him to beat, the average time of coming back a couple months and you're back, man, and then you looking pretty solid, right? Come on, man. Now he just knocking off the rust, man. And he didn't look bad today. He looked solid out there today. So shout out to Steele for doing his thing. Shout out to Steele for appreciate that 10, Hoodlum. Appreciate that 10. Appreciate that 10. But I seen Josh Ball working in at guard. I seen Ball working at guard. I I don't I, I don't like him at guard, man. I don't. I don't. I don't like him at guard. I get it though. I get why they doing it. And I'm not opposed to it. But hey, he this man like what, 6'7"? Like a Jared Valdir type. I don't know if y'all remember Jared Valdir, man, the one that was playing multiple spots, man, and I think it was the big center. What if Dak trying to go ahead, man, and get the ball out quick, man? He throw the ball, man, hit his helmet. Come on, man. Yeah. I seen him out there a little bit, you know. Um, he gonna get some good work. Especially man working in with the second team, uh, flipping, flopping. Yeah, he gonna get some good work out there, man. Because I seen Hankins and Mozzie was doing some second team work, man. In that what was they working? I think they was working like third down stuff, man. And that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good work for the rookie, man. That's really gonna be good work for the rookie. Real good work. That's gonna be real good work. Um, Josh, and you're gonna find out because I think it's essential too, right? Because what if we don't got Zach Martin? Who gonna be that right guard? It's gonna have to be out of Farniak, maybe Ball in the rookie. So I can see it, and it does need to be addressed. And whoever is there needs to be good enough. He don't have to be elite, but he has to be good enough. Now see with that rookie though, because I like that rookie though. Yeah, I agree with you. I like that rookie from Carolina though. He just got some things that he just got to clean up technique wise, and that's always fixable. That's probably was fixed during the offseason because you remember we was talking about Tyler Smith, man, his technique, man, and all of a sudden Tyler Smith then came back and that had been addressed in the offseason, right? So he been here what? How long that man been here, man? He been here about a good 3-4 months, man. that's something that can you could build a habit and can be corrected. And we're not gonna ask him. See, he'll probably be activated at least as a backup. He'll be activated as a backup, and so we'll be able to bring him along, get them reps, and it's just good reps that he's going against different type of looks. He's gonna go against the NASCAR package with Lawrence and Armstrong playing inside. He's gonna go against the big boys with Bohannon, Mozzie, Osa, right? And Hankins, right? So he's gonna see multiple looks to get him ready, and that's what I like about this team and the rookies that we have is that they're gonna go ahead and get good work, so that when they see, like they ain't gonna see nothing that they gonna see in the game that they haven't seen at practice, because we got different type of players, and they have different type of attributes, right? And especially going against Micah, who's gonna probably rush inside, or who gonna rush outside, who's gonna be brought on blitz. And he also was terrorizing out there today. So it's good to see Micah healthy. It's good to see Micah put that mask on, because y'all remember, man, last year, man, he lost that weight. And I didn't really and I didn't understand him losing some of that weight to go ahead and play more DN. But yeah, he's growing in his grown man body. He done put that muscle mass on, man. And you can tell. You could tell by the way he balling, man. Now, Michael always been here. He a vet now. But you can tell, man, what that muscle mass, man, what that added weight can do for somebody that's rushing. I get what Jerry Jones saying, but it be BS when he try to make it seem like we don't have money that at all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. Maybe he angry at the way he went about it. I guess he like, man, we done took care of you since you been here. We don't pay you. We don't be playing with your money. You've been paid like a top guard the way that you should. But now you seeing Quentin Nelson and what was it, Lindstrom or whatever his name is, getting paid more than you, and now all of a sudden you want to get paid more than them because you still feel that you're better than them. And I can agree with that, but at the end of the day, right? Even though these players should be selfish and should look out for themselves, though, but don't be talking about the team this and the team that, man. Because hey, if winning is this, then hmm would you trade for Jonathan Taylor? Absolutely. He'd be the best running back that you have on a roster. But I'm sure that I would have to give up Tony Pollard for that. And I would. And my thing is though, because I was thinking about this, because I was gonna do a video, on this, but should I address it now? So my thing is, how much do he want? Because it's evidently he's unhappy in Indianapolis, and I don't think it's really all the way the money. I think it's because of their current situation too. He know that he's getting ready to get beat up for a lost cause. Indianapolis ain't about to make no noise this year, and he's gonna take all them hits. And they're gonna run the mess out of him, especially with the current quarterback situation that they got. They know that they're gonna run the mess out of him. And they probably gonna like Ezekiel Elliott him. He's gonna get all the wear and tear on his body, and he like, I'm doing this for a lost cause. So I know that I'm one of the better running backs in the league, and I need to get paid like that. I can't be sitting over here playing on my rookie deal, especially with the way they about to run me, and then I risk getting hurt, and then I don't get the money that I'm seeking. But Jonathan Taylor would absolutely bring a he'll bring the same speed dynamic, but he'll definitely solve your running inside. Anything that you had thinking about running inside, any concerns, he fixed all that. That's a complete running back right there. That's a complete running back right there for the way. And the cool thing about it is Jonathan Taylor is a Mike McCarthy type of running back as well. But I don't my thing is he gonna accept uh at maximum with a 10 mil deal? Because I don't think that Jerry Jones will want to pay a running back probably more than what he franchise tagging TP. Because I'm pretty sure that the deal that they would want TP to have, because I'm pretty sure TP, the franchise tag he get now. All right, so look, if TP, see, TP want the money that he getting now, because if this man is comfortable enough to want to play on that franchise tag with the uncertainty that he has with the injuries coming off of, that's about where the money that he desires to make, right? In that double digit 10 mil. Now, I have to be honest with you. Would Jonathan Taylor accept that though? I don't think Jonathan Taylor would. I think Jonathan Taylor might want a little bit more than that, because if TP can get 10 mil off a franchise tag and Jerry Jones is comfortable enough paying him that 10 mil and franchising him, and Jonathan Taylor is a better running back than TP. But I absolutely would love to have Jonathan Taylor here, and I see that he going through some BS with the Colts, and he's speaking up about it. Um, I'm pretty sure the Colts will pay Tony Pollard, uh, and to be honest with you, man, Jonathan Taylor and Deuce Vaughn, that's crazy. Because you remember it was Taylor and what's that running back name, man? The speedy running back, man. Dang, for the Colts, I can't think of his name. Dang, I can't think of his name, man. But it'll be like that dynamic that they had last year, though. But Deuce Vaughn bring more to the table. Man, what's that running back that be catching the ball? Damn, I can't think of his name, man. Damn. But yeah, man, like that dynamic though, that'll be a very good dynamic. And you know that most likely that we'll probably be giving Taylor 20 touches a game, catching the ball and running the ball. He'll be getting 20 touches a game. I'm not giving JT no more than 13 a year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you know he gonna want, because if TP getting 10, he gonna want yeah, like that, yeah, about that 11, 12. Yeah, you about right. That's probably be the max that he will have to get, especially with the running backs kind of like on the strike, man, and understanding that they want to value. Um, I'll tell you this though. A running back that will fit very well with the Dallas Cowboys, who I'd be interested in, who I wouldn't have to pay as much as Jonathan Taylor, but still probably that about that TP contract, is Josh Jacobs. You want to talk about fixing uh your physicality and bringing what Zeke left? Ooh-wee. Yeah, yeah. That boy Josh Jacobs will fit Josh Jacobs and Deuce Vaughn. I like that. JT Ben. Yep, correct. Correct. Yep. And you know Jerry Jones will look at his injury history, because he had that shoe. He had a fumble history too. He sure had a fumble history too. So Jerry, and I could see JT being the Cowboy though, but it got to be at the right price though. And I'm pretty sure TP uh will be at a price. I'm pretty sure that they will do that and they will pay TP. Dalvin Cook, yeah. My thing is, why is it taking Dalvin Cook so long to get a job? Is he not wanting to participate in training camp because of his injury history, and because the Minnesota, hey, Minnesota so cold with it though, right? And this is why, and look though, and it's crazy that you brought that up though, because Minnesota's so cold with it though, And Jonathan Taylor seeing what Minnesota did to Dalvin Cook, and he don't want a Dalvin Cook type of situation. Man, they messed around, man, and ran the mess out of Dalvin Cook. They be giving that boy about 25, 30 carries, man. They ran the mess, and they be like, oh, okay, we done with you, man. We're gonna go ahead and save some money. We done with you, man. It's crazy, And Jonathan Taylor knowing that, his time, he might not see a third contract. So he want the most out of his second contract for sure. Yep. Yep. Josh Jacobs for sure. I love that Josh Jacobs, though. I just love the physicality aspect of it and what he could bring to the table, man. And he'll be somebody, man, that we know can run between them tackles. And he's also somebody that you wouldn't even need to give the ball. Like, you could be cool with giving that man about a good 15 to 18 touches and saving him for that cold weather football. And when it gets to November, December, when it get a little bit rainy, when it's raining over there, man, at that FedEx Field in Washington, man, and you might need to get that boy 20 carries, man, he can do just that. He can do just that. Dalvin said he'll be willing to play with us. Should I be willing to accept them? I'll be willing, but I don't see it happening though because we got TP and Deuce Vine. I don't see Dalvin happening. I think I should be honest with you, man. I think Josh Jacobs and a JT would be more likely than a Dalvin Cook though. But I would love to have a Dalvin Cook though, and have Dalvin Cook, TP, and Deuce Vaughn. That having that trio, shit, you can't go wrong with that because then you know that because the reason why you can keep that three is because of what Deuce Vaughn bring, and especially on special teams. So yeah. Why the D Hop just want to play and get some money. That's all. He want to play and get some money. Because if he was about winning, he sure when it went to Tennessee. He just wanted to go ahead and get some money, get some play, and be that guy. Pick finna haunt us, man. If Martin don't come back. I think they solved that with that North Carolina dude. Don't sleep on that North Carolina dude, man. Awesome. Don't sleep on him, man, because he good. He just needed to clean up. He good though. Trust me, he good. And they got good value for him too. He good. He good. He'll be all right. My thing with Osiris though in that draft was he didn't play to his size all the time. He was a kind of I hate to say this though, but the man was kind of a finesse 330-pounder lineman. Yeah. He was kind of finesse with it though. So I'm like, man, like shoot. Nah, but he was solid though. He definitely was solid though. I forgot what did I had him rated. I think I had him rated by what? Two? Top. I had him two, I think. I had Cody Mock over him at guard. I believe I had him at two. Yeah, I had him at two. Cause that boy Cody Mock though. Cody Mock, man, shit. I love to have Cody Mock. We wouldn't be worried about the situation that we had. We had Cody Mock. So he'll go perfect, especially with this zone scheme, especially with this perimeter running. Shoot, man, that boy Cody Mock, man. Man. But I say though, um, it is a concern though. It is a little bit of a concern though, as far as like running back though, because it could all it takes is just like one hit to it, and this running back is very weak. You know what I mean? Like what it like. I'm not wishing bad on TP though, but what if something happened to TP? You know, then who gonna lead? Who gonna lead the group? Because you don't want little Darren Sproles, you don't want Deuce Vaughn to go ahead, man, and handle 20 carries. So I would say, man, even though the running back is kind of decent the way it is, I ought to be concerned about how we're gonna go about things because we have nothing but inexperience behind TP. It goes to TP the most experienced, and then Malik Davis had a couple games though, but it ain't nothing like to know like okay, we be comfortable with him taking 15, 20 touches. So the running back position is the position that we don't want to take a hit at because it got so much uncertainty there. I think with that schoolmaker situation, injury or healthy, he not beating out for. Oh nah. Yeah, he ain't beating J Hop. He ain't beating J Hop. Yeah, he ain't beating J Hop, man. But that is an interesting though. Double tight situation though. And Mike McCarthy does run his double tight situation, especially when he had Finley and Andrew Corliss. So he does run his double tights, and he will be running his double tights, man. Say for instance, if Michael Gallup didn't come back to the state that he once was, should it'll be Cooks and it'll be CD, and they'll be running double tight and having Schoolmaker and J Hop in the middle of that thing. Oh yeah, he will, cause we've seen it. Cause like that championship run that Mike had when he was dealing with them injuries, and then he had to go ahead, man, and mix and match, man. Hey, that's the way that Mike McCarthy gonna call things. When James Starks was running that ball for him, that's the way that Mike McCarthy about to run things and call things over here in Dallas. And man, that's a perfect fit to what we got going on. That's a perfect fit. And I can't wait to see that deep ball, man, because man, I ain't seeing no corner, man, that can deal with Cooks right now, man. I know Diggs, man, ain't ready to get up on him. Diggs, hey, but I don't know if Diggs can handle that speed though, man. Hey, you see what Cooper Cup did to old Diggs, man. Speaking of getting cooked, man, I seen a Sean Wright getting cooked again in them pass, man. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for the Sean Wright right now, man. He ain't leaving impression. It's like all the splash plays that's being had. It's like it's on the Sean Wright. He ain't looking too good, y'all. Not to me. Do I think Tober to have a good year? I hope. I can't call it right now. The hype has been good on him though, but the hype was good on Houston last year. They were saying what's his name? Dennis Houston. They said he was looking good and he ended up being the bum for the team. So I don't know. Uh I hope, because we spent what third, fourth round on him. So I hope that it's not a waste of a draft pick and that he gets there. Like I said, I seen T. Will in him. I seen Terrence Williams in him. So shoot, if we can get Terrence Williams out of him, that's a steal for where we got him, man. If we can get T. Will, if we can get T. Will out of him, that's a steal. T. Will as your fourth wide receiver. Oh man, that's a steal. That's a steal. Yeah, we had talked about that earlier with Ronald Jones. I didn't expect Ronald Jones to be doing nothing but competing for the third spot anyway, but I think that kind of puts him out of the lottery as far as him being chosen to even be in competition. I think he done for. Um, I would have loved to see him though, because he had, coming out of SC, it ain't like he didn't have talent, because he did have talent. He does have talent, but he's just a journeyman, and he's like at best he'll be a second running back. And like I said, I don't see no running back playing over Deuce Vaughn at that second string right now. I think Deuce Vaughn coming in, I think he's just that good. Scott, the corner, yeah. Scott been making some plays. Scott been on Fujoko line. Turpin, hey, if we if we get if look if we get Turpin running routes, if we get Turpin running routes like a real wide receiver with that speed, man, that's a bonus. This having him out there for about a good at wide receiver for about a good 10 plays. For about a good 10 plays. I'm with it. You know, just think, y'all, right? peep this situation. You at the end of half. You need a Hail Mary. You need somebody to get behind this defense with this speed. Either that or you gonna be doing a whole bunch of laterals with that speed. Now tell me Cooks and Turpin with them laterals or even running a Hail Mary. Tell me one of them can't get behind the secondary, man, and toast them. They gonna have to they hey, if I hope he does, because I just would love to have the speed element of having a bigger wide receiver as one of them the fourth and fifth, and having Turpin there, because because it's already a given that we gonna have five, and it's and it and it's not even far fetched. It could be more likely than not that you might keep six wide receivers, and I see Mike McCarthy will be more likely to go long at wide receiver and go shorter at tight end. Remember that. He might go longer at wide receiver and shorter at tight end. Well, you got them two tight ends, man, and have one man on your inactive, man. I believe that's good enough for Mike. Mike ain't gonna be running no three tight end sets. Mike gonna be running 3-4 wide receiver sets. So that's why I believe that him having six wide receivers, I can I see that likely though. So when people be like, "Oh, they're competing for the four," man, I see Mike. When the last time have we seen them go empty with just five wide out there? Mike gonna go five wide, y'all. Mike will go five wide. Mike will for sure go five wide. For Hooker better typing up, man. That be fight, yeah. I think this is for Hooker last shot too. This is last shot. If he don't make it this year, man, he probably getting cut. Jalen Cropper need to make this team. He got potential. Practice squad, yeah, he fighting for practice squad. Cause I don't see Cropper. I don't see Cropper making it over. Turpin, Brooks, and Tolbert, and Fajoku. Um, but hey, let me take that back. You just never know. So I won't go ahead. Shit, he might just go ahead and ball out in the preseason. You just never know. So let me not hold that against them. Like a let me not hold that against them because you just never know. Because I know when they didn't have the pads on in mini camp, I seen him out there flashing. You know, so we gonna see how he do with these pads on because he's definitely gonna have a shot. Especially, man, Cooks, man. I don't really see Cook getting too much preseason work. CD getting too much preseason work. Gallup probably get maybe a little bit, but I don't think they would want to risk it. So you gonna get a lot of Fajoku. You gonna get a lot of Tolbert, Brooks, Cropper, Turpin playing wide receiver for to see if these boys can compete for that fourth, fifth, and potentially sixth wide receiver spot. So you're gonna see. So we're gonna see. They gonna get a whole bunch of opportunities. So if one of them don't make it ain't gonna be because of lack of opportunity, because they gonna get that opportunity and they gonna have decent quarterbacks to make sure that they take advantage of the opportunity. They gonna have Cooper Rush for like a quarter or two, right? And then they gonna have Will Greer come in. Will Greer been in the system for a couple years. So you having three quarterbacks who's been in the system, who can run the thing, and who be decent enough to get you the ball. It ain't gonna be like no Ben DiNucci type situation. So these boys is gonna have an opportunity to really make this team and really show out. So yeah, I'm excited to see because I know. Oh, but and then we also can't uh uh knock out a Tyron Johnson, the speedy, the speedy one that came from the Texans, I believe. So we can't knock him. So this team, well, he probably won't make it though, but this team does have a lot of competition at this wide receiver position. And like you said, they literally fighting for their lives every single day. One bad practice will put them not in good favor with the coaching staff, right? Because a bad practice could stand out. A bad practice could stand out and ultimately cost them their job. Yeah, and he for sure, yeah, and he for sure proving he gonna make that money. Yeah, I seen Cooper out there throwing that rock a little a little bit, you know. So we got that. I honestly didn't think he was gonna be back, but then I should have known that he would, seeing that he had that performance during the season and helped us get through the not having Dak situation. But this team though is competitive, a lot of competition out there, a lot of position battles out there, y'all. The linebacker got position battles. The D line is pretty much set in stone. They'll probably be, they'll probably be figuring out. I think Hankins will probably get the start unless Mozzie just come through. I think they'll go with the vet and work Mozzie in, and then he'll eventually take over the starting spot and have Hankins come in as a backup. But your safeties, they got to step up because you got Donovan Wilson out, right? So having Marquise Bell in there competing, man. And like I said, man, at that low end corner spot, the last cornerback spot, man, it's gonna be out of Deshaun Wright and Kelvin Joseph. And Deshaun Wright ain't doing himself no favors. And somebody that can play multiple spots will get that spot. So if they got to go one less safety and potentially have a Kelvin Joseph as safety if needed and a corner if needed, I believe that they value that more because they know he is special teams ace. And then we got the wide receiver competition. We've seen who gonna be the third running back that got that competition. We're seeing that guard, man. Hey, if for some reason Zach Martin was feeling froggy and decided to leap and not come back for a while, then you're gonna have to figure out, hey, is it Awesome? Is it Ball? Is it Fournier? What we doing at that guard spot? So all of this is just good work for the future and good work for potentially if we have to go ahead and face times like this. If we have to miss some bodies, man, because it just take is one, right? And it's good for the corners getting this work though, without Diggs though. And they're gonna give Gilmore some veteran days off. So people like a KJ and a Sean and getting Bland more reps and Stokes, they gonna need it. Yeah, I ain't see Lou either. Yeah, I ain't seeing him out there either. You're right. You think Mozzie have an impact this? Yeah, Mozzie gonna have an impact this year. Um, yeah, he gonna have an impact this year. Yeah, I ain't shoot. I ain't hear nobody talk about Lou. I wonder what's cracking out with Jay Lou. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even thinking about Jay Lou till you brought it. That man been riding under the radar for quite some time, man. For the last couple years, man, that man been riding under the radar, man. You know, but shoot, man, he keep coming back though. He keep coming back to compete. You know, so Dan Quinn must love him some Jordan Lewis, man. Dan Quinn must love him some Jordan Lewis. But in our reality, though, we gonna need it. We gonna need it, especially with the uncertainty, man, that Nashawn and them be bringing to us. Yeah, we gonna need it for sure. We gonna need it for sure. Cause you just never know. Right. I ain't gonna lie, me too. I ain't even gonna lie, me too. I was thinking about him the other day, but then shit, I forgot he was supposed to be out there, man. I've been forgetting to look for him, man. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot too. I be thinking about Bland, the rookie, Nashawn and all them, but I don't be thinking about Jay Lou. But the way everything going on, man, I think Nashawn gone. I think they about to get rid of Nashawn. They done gave him a couple years. The man's supposed to be on that Whataburger diet, and it didn't go ahead, man, and manifest, right? He's still lanky, he's still little. Yeah, man. I don't know about that man right now. It ain't looking too good, man. It's like every day. It's like every day I log into the app, y'all. I just see that man just getting cooked every single day. You know, it's like he had that one interception and let it get to his head. Now he just getting cooked. Cooks done cooked him. CD done cooked him. And we can't use it that that's the ones because he competing to get on the field. So he gonna be seeing people like that often. And you should and you getting work in practice though. I just think that he should have a better showing or in a more competitive showing. And a lot of the times, man, he don't be having that. He just be getting cooked. So I don't know, man. I honestly do not know. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. Play like he's dude's fine height. Right. Man, like 6'3", 6'4", man. Playing small. He should be using that length, man. Them long arms, man, that height, man. He should be using that length, man. He should be, man. And then you under Al Harris, though. Man, one of the best press corners, man, to be up, man. Al Harris should be making that man a dog, but hey, if it ain't in him, he ain't in him. If it ain't in him, it ain't in him. That's one of the reasons why they had to go get Gilmore because of the uncertainty of their draft picks, man. They didn't invest in. They didn't invest in a top draft pick, man, a second round pick in the corner in KJ, and then got him in what in the fifth round or something like that. They invested in their cornerbacks, but it ain't come to fruition yet. So, man, he gonna have to get. They gonna have to get. They gonna have to get right. They gonna have to get right. Like Jerry Jones said, man, KJ gonna have to man up and focus on ball. You can rap, cool. You know what I mean? Ron Artest was rapping, Tony Parker was rapping, Cole Beasley was rapping, but all of them focused on ball when it was time to play some ball. They wasn't worried about rapping. They was worried about playing ball, and he gonna have to do just that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I like Kevin. I like Kelvin. I like Kelvin Joseph, man. I think he can ball. When he didn't had man me rooting for him, man. When I seen the way he locked up what's that Bama cat, man, that he was going against when he was at Kentucky, man? Was it I think it was Devontae Smith. Yeah, I believe it was Devontae Smith, the Eagles wide receiver, man. He strapped him. He strapped that man. That man did good against him when at Kentucky. So I'm like, if somebody like him can do good, you know what I mean? And he went to LSU, and LSU don't play about their corners. LSU let them dogs at corners, and LSU had him at corner. So, if LSU once seen that dog in you, you must can play some ball. Then he went to Kentucky, had to do what he had to do, you know. So he just got to go ahead, man, and he just got to really just focus on ball. Turn him into a Devin McCourty. Shoot. Hey, look. If he is a safety, he gonna make this team. If he is a safety, he gonna make this team. They gonna go. He gonna be that one man that can. If he got to play a little bit of corner, play that corner, or if he got to play some safety, play that safety. So if they do view him as safety, he gonna make this team. He gonna make this team, and Deshaun Wright will be going bye-bye. I'm sure of that. So, but they started him off playing that nickel in camp. So that just tells me about how talented he is, man. That just tell me how talented that man is, man. Uh, I like to see him make the team, man. Whatever position that he plays, man. That's just a bigger body, man, that can cover them tight ends if need be, man. Because you got to have somebody that can cover them tight ends. And if you could put Kelvin Joseph on the tight end, man, and clamp him up, and if you can put him on a Kelsey, right? If you could put him on Mark Andrews, Kittle, right? All these some of these good tight ends, man, that you're going against, Waller, right? If you can put him against Waller, Ertz, not Ertz, but Goddard, right? Logan Thomas. Is he still with the Redskins or the Commanders? Somebody like Logan Thomas, right? You need somebody that can strap up these tight ends. And I believe that if he was to play safety, I believe he'd be that one that kind of like Byron Jones. Maybe they view him as a Byron Jones, right? Instead of, you know what I mean? His best position might be the safety. Maybe he might go ahead and be a Byron Jones and that McCourty type. And that can strap up these tight ends. Because you remember, they'll go ahead, man, and put Byron Jones on them tight ends. Byron Jones will be up on somebody like Gronk. You know what I mean? He'll be strapping up these tight ends. And I believe that'll go ahead, man, and take this defense to another level, having somebody that can strap up these tight ends. I love for somebody to strap up these tight ends, man. Because you want to keep putting somebody like Donovan Wilson or Malik Hooker on them. Everything. I mean, not there, but what's his name, man? Curse. Curse does good, right? He does good. He does good, but I be Kelvin Joseph do even better though. But Curse does do good at safety, so and covering them tight ends. So I can't sleep on him, and I can't downplay him because he does do good. A good job covering safeties though, but I believe Kelvin Joseph, when it's all said and done, do a better job. That's all I'm saying. You want the best player, you know what I mean, for the job, right? So that's all I'm saying. And then Curse, his contract get ready to come up. So you're gonna need somebody, man, to eventually fill that hole. So that'd be my thing, man. And if you there, shit, hey, I welcome it. I welcome it for sure. I for sure welcome it. Most definitely. Sure, because man, this defense need as much versatility as possible. And one thing that we know in a Mike McCarthy team, he love his versatility. He'll love the uh Morgan Burnett's, the Clinton Dix, right? The Micah or the Micah Hydes. You know what I mean? Was it Tremaine Johnson? You know what I mean? Damn, what's that dude name, man? The little fast corner that he had. He love that speed at corner, man. But yeah, man, he had people that was interchangeable that can go ahead and play a little bit of safety and that can play some corner. You know what I mean? And if injuries had took place, that they'll go ahead, man, and take the place and fill in, and they won't miss a beat. That's the type of teams that Mike McCarthy had. And you can see that now with the type of players that we possess on this defense, even though Dan Quinn did an excellent job in kind of adjusting his mindset from the Seattle and Atlanta days, right? So that's why you got a Mike McCarthy and you roll with all these different type of dudes, right? Now he loved his little Earl Thomas. That's why he got Malik Hooker. He loved his hitters. That's why they probably brought back Wilson. But he gotta have that corner, right? So if you look at it, a lot of these players represent some of the players that he has had in the Seattle days, right? The type of thing, and then you can also see the versatility um, with the Mike McCarthy impact, right? In a secondary, you can see the versatility of the Mike McCarthy impact with the offensive line turning tackles into guards. You know what I mean? Having a TJ Lane, uh, Josh Sitton, uh, uh, Lindsley, what you call it? What's the name? Bakhtiari, Bulaga. Players like that, man. You could just see the impact that this team has had thanks to Mike McCarthy. And whether Mike McCarthy comes back next year, Mike McCarthy then helped set this team up for the next few years to at least be compete for the next coach. Now, like I said, a lot of what we got going on, it's in Mike McCarthy's hands. Whether we thrive or not, I honestly don't think it'll really be Mike McCarthy's fault if we don't thrive. I think it'd be other factors because Mike McCarthy has done nothing but brought this team together and flipped this team around. He went from bringing his own personnel, his own coaching staff, seen it didn't work, fired him, brought in Dan Quinn, brought on all these other guys, flipped the coaching slap, made some good draft picks, make the playoffs again, right? So I believe Mike McCarthy is due for something big, right? He's just due for something big, and it's time to go ahead and go big. Hmm. So that's the vibe I'm getting, man. Normally, man, like of course you get a different feel for the team because I remember last training camp, man. We're like, man, this team soft, man. Like this team getting punked by the Broncos in the scrimmage, and this team getting punked by the Chargers, man. So, you know, so we were just trying to find our identity and how we was gonna play this year, you know. But then we had to think, damn, we was really relying on Noah Brown to be the second wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb, it was his first time really being exposed to being that true 88, that true number one wide receiver. And it took him about half the season to really develop into that. But once he did, everything, man, everything turned into gold. But now CeeDee Lamb had got that under his belt, and now we don't got no growing pains to go through. We shouldn't have no growing pains with Dak Prescott. We shouldn't have no growing pains with the wide receiving core. We shouldn't have no growing pains with the offensive line. Not with the running back core. Not with the D line. Not even with the linebacker core. Because other than Overshown and the other rookie from Mississippi State, man, we done got experience there. We done paid our dues there. He done got snaps there. You got Leighton Vander Esch there. Your secondary is experienced, man. Growing pains, we shouldn't have them. We should come off the gate, man, being competitive in every game. Now, I'm not expecting us to go undefeated. I'm not. But I'm expecting us to be in every game. I'm expecting us that, man, when it's time to make that certain play, that we make that certain play because we that team, man, that has the continuity and then went through all our growing pains to be prepared for this moment. We'd have been prepared for this moment. So it's time to really get it. Xavier Woods. Oh man. Hey, that was a hell of an experiment. I'll tell you that, man. That was a hell of an experiment. Oh my God, Xavier Woods pissed me off his last year in Dallas, man. Oh my God. That was a hell of an experiment, man. I'm glad that's over. I'm glad we could look up, man, and we see a Malik Hooker, uh, a Curse, a Donovan Wilson, man. Shit, even a Marquise Bell, man. Cause man, that Xavier Woods, man, that was not cutting it, man. And then when that man to go ahead, man, and miss them tackles, man, and be soft, oh my gosh, man. Oh, that's one of the things that irritate me the most, man. It's a soft football player, man. I can't stand them. I can't stand them, man. Oh shoot. But I tell you one thing though, before we close, right? I hope Damone Clark is getting some mic reps. Woo! 40%. I hope my guy's getting some mic reps because man, um, one thing I do agree with, I believe I heard West Coast say this. Um, about him being a better will linebacker, and that was correct. With that Sean Lee and him being next to Sean Lee, and then when having Jalen, I believe no, it was Jalen. I believe it was Jalen. Uh, you can see the difference. Um, when he just a run and hit linebacker. Now you would be like, man, yeah, man, you 6'4", 6'5", 250, man. How the hell you ain't playing Mike? I don't have an explanation for that, y'all. I'm sure that y'all don't. But either way, you got to put him at the position, man, that he could thrive, man, and him running the hit. That's Leighton Vander's game. Damone Clark, he's a running back, man, that got speed and that can come up and smack something, man, and he has the brain power to go ahead, man, and run that defense, man. So hey, even if Damone Clark don't call the plays or Overshawn don't call the plays and Leighton still do, that doesn't mean you still don't have him at that Mike linebacker though. Because you got Kirsch that can call it, you got Leighton that can call it, you got Wilson that can call it, and probably Malik that can call it. So you got different eyes that can call that defense where you won't put all them expectations on on your young linebackers though. But Clark should be in a position where he can call it now, man. He didn't had a year under his belt, man. They threw him into the fire, and he did the best that he can do. We've seen the potential. Now, hey, with these pads though, y'all. Hey, tomorrow I want to see some hitting from Clark. I want to see some hitting from Overshawn. I need to see some pads pop from my linebackers. And that's how I know we're going to be good to go. When I see them pads popping from my linebackers, y'all, this week, that's how I know we're going to be good to go. Because when the last time we really had a linebacker really smacking something? It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute to have my 230-pound. Well, Clark, but I think Clark, he a big boy. I think Clark 230, 240, ain't he? I need to see some hitting, man. You know, and that's one of the reasons why we got Overshawn. Overshawn, even right now, is your hardest hitter at linebacker. You know, now we would love for that man to wrap up, but Overshawn, that's your hardest hitter at backer, your hardest hitter. And I would love, man, to have my linebacker set the tone. You see back in the day, man, you'll see what's his man name? David, Levante David. And then you'll see Devin White. Boy, them is linebackers, man, that really set the tone. Linebackers that come up, man, and fill that hole with some intentions. That's what I need for my linebackers this year. And we won't be a fully changed defense till we see our linebackers sticking. I promise you, y'all. Yeah, man, we got Mozzie and we got Hankins and company here to go ahead and help keep these linebackers clean. And that is essential. But even when the linebacker is being clean, we need somebody to go ahead and wipe that plate clean. You know, when you eating them fries and you done ate all the fries, but you still got that ketchup and mustard on the plate. So you got to use your thumb and your tongue to go ahead and lick up the plate. That's what I need my linebackers to do, man. That's exactly what I need my linebackers to do. Man, finish the plate, man. Make the dishes, man, easier to clean up, man. So I ain't got to wipe up and scrub that ketchup and mustard all off. It's got to scrub just a little bit off that plate, man. There shouldn't be no extra ketchup and mustard on them plate. You done ate the fries. Now done finish up that ketchup and mustard, man. That's all I'm saying, man. And if I can get my linebackers, man, to lick that plate clean and bust some heads, I know that this team is in business, y'all. So when y'all hear me fired up, Oh, when y'all hear me disappointed, man, I'm like, man, the linebackers ain't busting no heads, man. Oh, man, they out there hitting. I need to see some hitting. Now, I can give them the benefit of the doubt because we in practice. They won't hurt they boys, though. But in preseason, man, I need to see some heads busted. Because it ain't, if I don't see no hitting, if I don't see no grass stains on that last name of theirs, then Dallas, we got a problem. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I just want to see some hitting, man. We didn't now look, man. Late, man, he didn't had a good year. But we gotta be honest. Leighton ain't smacking nothing. He say he the wolf. How you hunt wolves? But you ain't hunting humans. You the wolf hunter, but you ain't hunting, but you can't hunt humans. So you go ahead and talk with nature and walk with nature, but you can't hunt no heads. Nah, man, not this year, man. Overshown gonna have to rub off on them, man. And they're gonna have to get the busting them heads, man. They gonna have to get the busting them heads. That's all I'm saying, man. Just give me some head busters. That's all. Little Scrappy said, man, we some head busters, man. That's all I'm saying, man. If they gotta go ahead and play that in the locker room, man, before every practice, then that just so be it. So be it. But I need to see something, y'all. That's all I'm saying, man. Just give me a little bit, man. This so I can know I'm alive. Just to know that we here. That's all. That's all. That's all, man. They can give me that dose, man, next practice with them pads, man. Hey, man, I'll be fine, man. You see, man, there used to be linebackers, man, where they come through, man, and hit. They ain't cared. When we had Brady James and Keith Brookin, even though, man, they was senior citizens, though, they was hitting in practice, though. You know, they was hitting in practice. So, practice or not, man, you still got to stick. That's all I'm saying, man. Just stick and move, man. That's all, man. I just want some hitting, man. All this defense been soft for too long, man. This defense been soft for I don't know how long. This defense down there been soft. This defense been soft since Dak took over, y'all. Let's be honest. This defense was soft, been soft since Dak took over. So y'all have to excuse me for wanting some pad to be popping. Y'all gotta excuse me for wanting these pads to be popping, man. That's all, man. That's all. I remember Barber and them, man. I used to be going at it. Bring that back. Bring that hitting back. Bring them stingers back. I'm seeing Tyron. He out there pulling and he out there knocking heads without pads. I'm like, that's my boy. That's my boy. But who on the defense, though, gonna set that tone? I know Kirsch gonna come up and hit. I know Kirsch gonna hit. I know Kirsch gonna hit. I know Donovan Wilson gonna hit. But we can't have our safeties this year be tougher than the linebackers. That's just not gonna cut it. Not this year. We got away with it last year and went to the playoffs with it, though, but we ultimately had our demise. But this year, they can't be tougher than them linebackers. Nah. Not this year, y'all. Not this year. We got to have it, and we got to have it all. We got to have it all, y'all. But anywho, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man, and get back to consuming and check up on what the rest of my cowboy content, man. Yeah, man, like I said, man, we back at it, man. We back on that Cowboys grind, man. We back at it with the videos, we back at it with the lies, man. We here, man. You know what I mean? We gonna be breaking this love down. Y'all know how we do, man. And until next time, y'all, appreciate y'all for coming through, man. And hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. And until next time, we up out of here, y'all. Gone.